Hi guys, as promised, I have a new video for you today that I have taken from the comment section. And the comment was from Penny Fox, and her question was, how do you move on from the trauma bond energy after you have gone no contact? And this is a really great question. This is something we're all going to deal with leaving a narcissistic relationship. So let's go ahead and explore that in today's video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Amy. This is Narcaway. My mission is to educate, support, and encourage victims and survivors of narcissistic abuse. If you have been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So what do you do with that trauma bond energy? And let's rewind just a little bit and explain what a trauma bond is for those of you who may not know or might just need a little clarification or explanation on what a trauma bond is. The trauma bond is the phenomenon that happens when you become attached to an abuser. An abuser knows how to hook you by being abusive and then nice. And it's this roller coaster, this up and down, this push and pull that keeps you drawn to and attached to and bonded to the abuser. So, for example, the narcissist may pick a fight with you. They may give you the silent treatment, and you're going to be distressed by this. You are going to want to rectify and repair the situation as quickly as possible to make the pain of the silent treatment go away. So the narcissist is fully in control of when the fight ends. They decide when they're going to forgive you and start talking to you again. And until that happens, you will be in a state of unrest. You will be doing everything in your power to get to that spot of peace again, and that would probably involve calling them repeatedly, text messaging them, showing up at their house, and almost stalking them, because they are playing a game with you and they're ignoring you, or they're giving you a silent treatment, or they're giving you the bare minimum. Once they've decided that you have served your punishment or you have paid the price enough to their satisfaction, they will take you back or forgive you or start talking to you again. And when that happens, that releases many chemicals in your brain of love and happiness and peace. Whereas previously you would have had chemicals of stress and anxiety and unease. So when they start talking to you again, you can relax, you get a sense of peace, you become happy again, and things seemingly go back to normal. And that is basically what that trauma bond is. It's you not being able to leave it and walk away from them. You need the narcissist or the abuser in your life to give you that peace that you need to relax. The irony here is that they're the one that's causing you the anxiety in the first place. And nobody else can give you that peace. No matter what support you have from friends and family, they can say everything that would be encouraging and supportive to you, but that's still not going to resonate the same way as the abuser's forgiveness and peace. That's what you really seek, and that's what you need to level that playing ground. And that is the bond that's created by them. You might notice your relationship is very codependent. This is very common in narcissistic relationships. You become attached to them unlike anything you've ever had before. You might have had only healthy relationships in the past. Even if you fought with somebody, there was still a healthy way to manage those fights and resolve those fights. With a narcissist and in a narcissistic relationship, that does not happen. They control your energy. They are the ones pulling the strings and controlling your feelings because they have studied you. They know how you operate. They know the buttons to push, and they know when enough is enough for you and for them to get their satisfaction from watching you squirm, to let it go and to bring that state of heightened anxiety back to a calm. Mind you, this is temporary. You'll be back to a state of anxiety in no time with a narcissist. So that's what the trauma bond is. It's your attachment to the narcissist for that relief from the anxiety provoking feelings you have caused by the narcissist. So the question that Penny Fox asked was, how do you move on from that after you've left the narcissist? Because those feelings don't just go away when you leave them. In fact, they will intensify because you no longer have that narcissist or that abuser in your life to bring you the peace and calm that you need. Now you've been left hanging at this heightened state of a silent treatment or a fight or this breakup or this no contact. And that's not just going to go away automatically. That's going to take time. And what you need to do is you need to break the bond for that to happen. In order to break a bond, you have to go no contact. That means you are having zero communication with the narcissist whatsoever. You are not following them on social media. You are not engaging in friendly conversations to stay in touch. You're not stalking them. You're not having casual sex with them. You have to go no contact. And for people that are not married or don't have children and don't live with the narcissist, this is completely doable. You have no excuse not to go no contact. So for those of you with that situation, I don't want to hear any excuses. You can go no contact. When you have children, it's going to be a little trickier. If you're going through a divorce, that's going to be a little bit more difficult too. So we'll talk about that. But for right now, I'm going to address everyone without children, without a marriage, who don't live together. You need to block the narcissist in your life. You need to unfollow and block all social media. You need to unfollow their friends. You need to cut off mutual friends. And these might be some of your own friends. And this will hurt. This is not going to be fun. But this is what you need to do to break that bond. Maybe there'll be a point in time in the future when you can rekindle friendships with some friends. But I'll tell you something. Once you break that bond and once you clear your head of the narcissistic abuse and the confusion that comes with it, I would bet dollars to donuts you're not going to want to rekindle friendships with many of those friends because you're going to see that you were actually betrayed by these people. If they ever defended the narcissist or sided with the narcissist or did not support you in support of the narcissist, they're probably not the best friends for you to have in your circle. They probably will continue to bring up the past, maybe not directly, but indirectly, and they will be a trigger for you. They will be that hold to your past. So it's in your best interest to cut off even family members that have a tie to the narcissist. And with that, you will break the bond because you know what happens is you stop getting that influx of up and down and push and pull and on and off and hot and cold. That is what creates the trauma bond, all of this inconsistency. When you cut them off, when you go no contact, what you're going to have is consistency in your life. You are going to see a calmness that you have not had since before you got involved with the narcissist. And it might seem a little bit eerie at first because you have actually adapted to the unpredictability of the narcissist and that lack of calm. You have actually adapted to that. You have come to expect that. And what you don't even realize is that you prepare yourself for these fights and these blow-ups more than you know. So when they stop happening, your body will eventually stop being on defense mode, and you'll start to relax and you'll start to be happy because you'll realize without a person that has the means to contact you to pick a fight, you are safe. What you're doing is you're protecting yourself from the abuse by going no contact. And this is why you need to block them, because if you leave that door open, they will come back into your life to instigate, because they want to see you squirm. They want you in a state of unrest. That's what pleases them. And they will do that in any way they can. It's up to you to cut that off so they can't get a hold of you. So when they try to send you a text to anger you or to bait you back in, that text is not getting through to you. So if you're having a really great day, instead of being uninterrupted by a nasty message from a narcissist, your really great day stays a really great day, because now you are in control of your emotions. The narcissist will hijack your emotions. They are very much in control of how you think and feel, whether you believe that or not, whether you realize that or not. And you will realize it once they're no longer in control. Once they no longer have access to your emotions will stabilize. And that will take time. So you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to wait it out. You're going to have to work on your healing. And you're going to do that through therapy. You can do that through coaching. You can do that simply through watching YouTube videos, because people that have gone through it, we can tell you what to expect, and we can show you that there's life after narcissistic abuse and things will get better. I promise you that. I will 100% promise you, once you cut the narcissist off and you heal, you learn, you educate yourself. That's part of my mission statement, guys. I want to educate you, because when you understand what's happening or what's happened to you, all those dots connect. All of that confusion that you had while you were in the relationship will start to come together and make sense. And you're going to understand it wasn't your fault. So you can begin to forgive yourself and stop blaming yourself, which we all do. And with that comes peace. And with that comes the breaking of the bond, because you will rebuild your self-esteem. You will find your confidence again, and you'll get back to the old you. And not just the old you, but it'll be an old you, but it'll be a new and improved version, because now you're aware, now you have got this experience under your belt, and you are going to see and understand what happened, why it happened, where your boundaries may have been lacking, and what you can do to make that better in the future. But it does take time. So if you're 6 months out of the relationship and you're still feeling bonded, or you're feeling that pain of that trauma bond to the narcissist, that's normal. You have been abused. Your chemicals are literally off kilter and they need to rebalance. It's like shaking up a soda and you have to wait to open that bottle. It just takes time. That has to diffuse, that has to rebalance, and that's going to happen. The more you accept what happened, and the more you read about it, the more you self-reflect on the relationship and the abuse, the quicker that stabilization will come. Now, for those of you that can't go full no contact, what you have to do to achieve this is go low contact or gray rock. And it's essentially the same thing. Even if you have children, you do not need to follow them on social media. I don't care what kind of excuses you give me. That's a no-no. You do not need to be checking up on them, even if you have kids together. There are ways to communicate and deal with and co-parent with an ex-partner without having to be involved in each other's personal lives. You want to just keep it to the facts. You don't want to get emotionally involved, and you don't want to react. You have to gain control of your emotions and learn how to not react when they are instigating or baiting you. And that takes practice. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. So you don't engage personally. Don't tell them what you're doing with your personal life. It's none of their business. Don't ask them what they're doing with their personal life. It's none of your business. The more you can disengage from them and the more you treat them as an object, like a gray rock, the more you act like an object, like a gray rock, the easier it becomes. You stick to the facts as far as what time you're picking up the kids, what are the plans, what's the agenda, itinerary, whatever the details you need, but it's not like getting involved with that person, because that is a recipe for disaster. That is going to keep that bond intact. So although it is more difficult to go no contact, there are still tools you can use, and it's all about self-control. Even with no contact, it's about self-control, because you have to stop yourself from checking their social media or asking a mutual friend what they're up to. It's willpower, it's self-control, and what you're doing is you're taking your power back by doing that. So guys, I hope this helps to answer that question a little bit. If it's not clear, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to clarify it more. If you guys have any other questions for me, please put them in the comments. I love to respond directly to your questions. That way I know I'm giving you the information exactly that you're looking for, and it stays on topic, and I love to interact with you guys as much as I can. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and click the thumbs up. And if you don't already, please subscribe. And guys, you can always follow me on Instagram at Narcaway. And I will see you in the next video. I love you all.